Hi Aries, how are you guys? Let's look at your what's going on for you guys. So I laid out quite a spread. Actually, I did two. So we'll go over those. And they're very congruent. Both spreads are pretty much telling us the same story. It looks like you guys are getting out of something. And I'm not sure if you're dealing with another Aries, but we have says your situation looks like you're leaving, you're getting away from, and look, it even looks like he's looking back. So this other emperor, you could be dealing with another Aries. Of course, this is going to have a totally different position if you guys are cross watching, but this is kind of feeling like somebody that's very controlling, or it's very stern. I don't know, maybe manipulative. I'm not getting a whole, well, actually I did get some negative stuff in the second spread, but anyway, looks like the main story here is you are getting out of something or getting away from somebody, breaking free of something, and it is a good thing. It is, I think, maybe a little bit hard and difficult. Maybe you got feeling some cognitive dissonance here with this high priestess, but let's just go through it. We've got the Two of Swords in the recent past. So, somebody blocked, or it's just kind of gotten to a place where it's like there's no more forward motion, there's no more growth. Or it could be that it's just been too difficult and you just kind of have that inner knowing that if it's not elevating you, it's time to put a cycle to close. Some big major cycle is coming to completion. We've got the World card. Also, we have the, oh, whoa, okay, dropped that. We've got the Queen of Cups here. And she is, she's got a lot of love. She's got a lot of emotion, but she's kind of tamed it. She's got that, maybe numb, but she's got a lid on that. See, there's a lid on that cup. I don't like that this is not perfectly focused. Maybe it's my candle. Let's see. Okay. Here's where it gets interesting. Okay, so what's next is growth. You're progressing. You're learning. You're becoming more peaceful with the things. You're being okay with the past. You're just like accepting the past. Just making peace with the past. Not beating yourself up. You've got these 3 wands here, and look, he's got his back. Say each of these wands is like past, present, future. Making peace with the past, just accepting, kind of accepting it is what it is in the present, or making peace with the present, letting go of the past, really just not ruminating on who, where, how, and all that, but just focused on that future. And you're going to be rewarded, and I'll show you how I know here in a minute. So major progress. What you cannot see is something, I'm going to clarify this, but someone coming in very stable. So several indications of this. You've got someone, this is the Knight of Pentacles, could be an earth sign, something that you've wanted, something stable's coming, okay? This has been I've gotten a lot of this, with multiple signs, but in your fears, this is where I'm getting cognitive dissonance. It's kind of like, we've got the High Priestess, and I will clarify, but what I'm just initially picking up on is it's kind of like you're going back and forth. Like, it looks like on the surface XYZ, but if I really let it circle my mind enough, I can come up with, well, maybe it's just because they're da-da-da-da-da, or maybe they're just going through a hard time. So cognitive dissonance is when what you know, even if you see it with your own eyes, and hear it with your own ears, it's when there's confusion about what you see with your own eyes and hear with your own ears. There's confusion about that and what you believe or want to believe or were made to believe. So it's like there's a confusion between what seems to be true and what you were made to believe is true, or what you want to believe is true. So I feel like that's where a lot of this struggle is coming, because there's a part of you that just keeps wanting to go back and maybe, give grace to this situation or this person. There's still those, I guess, pathways that have formed of giving them the benefit of the doubt and that sort of thing, okay? So, but here again, we have, look at this, 8 of Cups, walking away. It's not easy. It's a struggle. I mean, feel that very clearly. This is how others see the situation. It looks like you have others around you that feel or see that you need to leave a situation. And then with this Knight of Wands, you know what this is feeling like? It feels like it kind of goes back to the cognitive dissonance. So secretly, you really have the temptation. You're not totally out of the woods emotionally yet, because there is that temptation to go back. Okay, we took a deeper dive into what would happen if you do go back, because part of you doesn't want to fully let go. You know what I mean? But this Knight of Swords is like, Knight of Wands is like in-out energy. He's going charging ahead, but he's like, oh no, wait. See the foot there? Let me look at something real quick. Let me see something. Hold on, you guys. Yeah, so this is your hopes, and this is like secretly you kind of just still want, and maybe it's just that it would be so gratifying for them to want you back, But I felt that so strong. I did want to look deeper into kind of like what's going to happen if this does come back, But then look at your outcome. The 10 of Pentacles. So this is really, really telling us where your focus needs to be. Away from things that hold us back. Away from things that damper your confidence. Okay. But you definitely have something strong, slow, stable, better. This cycle's ending. It's difficult. I feel for you. I feel it strong in here. Okay, so let me show you the second spread I did. I did past, present, future. Uh-oh, wait. We had, oh yeah, here's past. So you got the King of Swords, Queen of Swords. Now, you could have been in a situation where there was a lot of difficulty or a lot of, this looks like a couple that's a lot of conflict. Both swords are up. She's got her back to him. It doesn't look like a very happy couple, does it? She's like, come here, let me cut you. So this is a recent past, King and Queen of Swords, so some sort of difficult connection, and then lots of strife, lots of turmoil, and then obviously lots of angst, anxiety. That's what you have been dealing with. And then in the present, we have, looks like you getting your stability with this Queen of Shields. Now, she doesn't have that overwhelming bad ASS, feel, but it's like getting grounded, getting your stability. It's like, I'm there, I've got my eye on the prize. This is where I'm headed. You're getting a taste of that stability. And uh-oh, here comes the new cup of love. So I haven't done any clarifiers, but we will. But if this is that same person, it almost is like a cup of love coming in, right? So this person, it's like so strong, come, go, come, go. And this Page of Wands is like, see this dragon he looks like he's protecting her. And she's like on the verge or possibly could get sucked back into some texting, right? She could entertain it just a little, and this dragon is like going, oh, careful, careful. He wants to protect her from, I think, this. Now, I was asking for new love, so you definitely have signs of new love, but I'm just still kind of feeling like you're not totally out of the danger zone of somebody, that's been in and out, coming in again, before you're totally stable enough to, be able to not get sucked back in. And then, the outcome, you've got the Devil card. Oh, so you could have a Capricorn coming in. But I'm going to read this in two, look at this, death at the bottom of the deck. So I'm going to read this in two ways. Two storylines. You got somebody's not letting go, okay? And somebody's coming in, again, Knight of Pentacles. Slow, stable. But then also the Eight of Shields, so... This is feeling like another, like a separate deal. Like it's kind of like this person, they get an opportunity for happiness, but they may, even though they get that opportunity for happiness, they may still keep repeating a cycle of going back to someone who is this narky person. It's like, I feel like if you let this person back, you're gonna go through the whole cycle again. That's what it seems like. Let me pull some clarifiers. Because this is feeling like, okay, it's really hard to let go. And then you've got somebody coming in with the pentacle. You or someone you're dealing with can't let go of something toxic. So it's like they try to, and they let go, and they make progress, but then they turn back and they go back to somebody, I think somebody demanding, somebody who kind of puts them down, maybe somebody with a son. This does not feel happy. And it's somebody that they kind of have to kiss their, you know what. So y'all, is that making sense? I mean, it's like, and I know that doesn't really even flow with some of the story, but there is somebody here that it's kind of a no-brainer that this person should get out of something, but yet they sabotage themselves. And even though they I don't know who's who, but they come out of a difficult situation and maybe they come towards you. But then once they make that move, then they actually turn around and will do something to offer something back to this toxic person. Like somebody's under control of someone else and keeps going back to a very toxic, controlling person that they just are like I almost feel like they're like put down by, I don't know, you guys, does that make sense? I want to see, what's this Knight of Pentacles? Tell me about this Knight of Pentacles. So, I hope this is someone new and not the same person. Wow. So this is Nine of Cups, which is typically a happy self-love card, but it doesn't look that happy in this deck. Head on a platter. More on that. Oh, okay. So the Nine of Cups is also like self-love, it's abundance, it's blessings. I just feel like this is a strong warning, Aries, not to repeat the cycle. Because I think that this person might just keep pulling you back in. I think you've made some major growth. Let's lay out a whole new spread with the second deck. So this spread is telling you very strongly, be strong, stay on task. Don't let this take you away from your pentacles any more than it already has. But Ten of Pentacles is not just money. It's health, wealth, happiness, everything. But it is, sometimes it's, people really struggle to get out of difficult situations, and that's what I see. Even though it's a no-brainer, there's that cognitive dissonance that will kind of mess with our head, you know. This was the card I said I felt cognitive dissonance with, and I just was saying the words, and it pulled it out of... I love when we get a confirmation like that. All right, let's see what's coming once Aries gets through. I mean, you got a major, you know, you got a very, very good ending Okay, so let's focus on that. What's coming for Aries? Oh no, should I use a different deck? So, passionate new beginning. See that? Something that can grow. I'll use a different deck though. What's happening in love for Aries? Heartbreak. The Hermit. So even though it seems so obvious, you know, it's still hard, and that's okay. Just acknowledge that it's hard, it's painful. Instead of fighting the feelings, just know that, you know, when you get out of something or you're not treated right, you have healthy emotions, or the emotions that say, ouch, that hurts. But rather than fighting them and trying to fix it, we can allow those feelings and know that they're part of the healing process and part of the moving on. If we keep trying to fix them and reject those feelings, then it's kind of like we just keep repeating, right? But let's see what this Hermit is. The Hermit is someone who just escapes the noise. So that's the past. Let's look at what's present for Aries. It just doesn't seem like you are believing that something better, much better is coming. It just doesn't seem like you're quite believing that yet. Knight of Cups. That's somebody rushing in with love. Look at that. And Six of Wands was at the bottom of the deck. High Priestess again. See? Oh my gosh. So just pointing it out, I just said it doesn't believe that. I just said it feels like you don't believe that somebody good or better is coming in. And look what comes out, the Priestess, which is about knowing, and then with the Knight of Cups. So just totally confirmation of what I'm saying. So you've got Knight of Cups, somebody coming in, okay? Somebody rushing in with love, and it's going to be better than what you're used to. Seven of Pentacles. So this is like reminding me of, you know, be a peach out of reach, or don't pick the lowest hanging fruit. You have options. Don't settle for, you know, the easiest outcome or the easiest. Eight of Wands. This looks like this is a twin flame energy for me. So Eight of Wands is, these cards are kind of conflicting, because this is take your time, you know. Eight of Wands is like, oh my gosh. Oh, Aries, this person does not want to let you go. Page of Swords. Whoever this is, they're maybe still watching. Two of Cups. My light just went out by itself. Jeez. I'm going to pull some oracles here in a second, so we'll get some better input. Or Nine of Wands. You've got something unexpected coming in. What's the Knight of Wands? All right, well, you may have, I mean, if this is somebody that you're supposed to be with, they're coming back. But this looked like a really, really big. I mean, they are going to come back, but is it just going to repeat the cycle, that in-out energy? Huh. We're going to see if an oracle will pull it all together. I think you've got somebody, something bigger, better, going to treat you right. Look at that. Maybe this is all about getting your power back, and then you have Four of Wands. For sure, whoever you choose, this person or someone new, you're not going to settle. You're done with that. It's going to have to be collaborative. Tell me about this Emperor. I mean, it could be you. Knight of Wands. You being the decider. You being the one that chooses. You being in charge of your own destiny. Nine of Wands. That Five of Pentacles keeps showing up. Okay, again, this is like, yeah, he's big, heavy energy, but it's also something you can turn away, turn your back to, and move towards something else. What happens if you turn your back to? Ten of Pentacles again. So Nine of Wands. You're moving towards, look at this. Okay, this person is not going to let you go easily, but I don't know. It's up to you if you let him back, but if you do, this is strongly suggesting you put an end and a cycle completion to the treatment that you've been getting. I kind of feel like it's someone new. We're going to have to do a new love reading. But Ten of Pentacles, happiness. Look, Nine of Wands. You're moving towards that, even after being, you know, somewhat beat up. Turning your back to this Five of Pentacles. Turning your back to this sadness and not feeling good enough. Work, you know, heading in the direction, even though you've got some battle wounds, you know, but heading towards that Ten of Pentacles, and then also clarifying it, we got the Star. So again, I've got the Devil card, so Capricorn energy. There is an inability to, somebody doesn't want to let you go. So make them prove it. You may have a Capricorn coming in. I feel like you're going to be able to choose. Let's see, you got new love, the Fool, freeing yourself. Yeah, I really think you're going to not, it's up to you, but I really think you're not going to, this is going to end. And you know what, I bet a lot of, I feel something, hold on. I think that this does seem like a warning not to replay a scenario, maybe with the next person. You know, the next person is going to elevate and stimulate, and you're going to promote growth in each other and support each other. And that may be what this is such strong reading about. See this freedom, freeing yourself. For what? Wheel of Fortune, for your destiny, moving towards money. You got Ten of Pentacles twice. Oh my gosh. Yes, look. Ace of Pentacles. You have a big opportunity here. Page of Pentacles. Just keep doing what you're doing. You're doing good. You're getting through it. But you may have, you know, you still have some difficulty emotionally going on, but this person is not going to let you go. Not easy. I mean, it's going to be up to you. And I think you're going to be able to, you're going to have the power to communicate. This is, if we're going to try this again, this is how it's going to be. We'll see how it goes, but I'm not, you know, you're not open for that kind of treatment anymore. Okay, yeehaw. Oh, look at this. When it comes to choosing who will be in your life, I recommend valuing their yeehaw quality above all others. Have it your way. Look at this. This is exactly what I said. You're going to have to do it. It's going to have to be this way. I don't know really what this is. This was just at the top. So it says, see me in their eyes. Whenever conferring with another, either face to face or across the miles, whether a human being, departed spirit, or sentient tree, always speak to the highest within them. It makes such a difference. This is crazy though. Crazy. Okay, let's do another one. Let's do one more oracle. You know what? I feel like I want to pull a romance angel. Let's pull one of these and then we'll grab a romance angel. Look at this, so freaking strong. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Every card I pull, it verifies. Full moon in Capricorn. And look at all the Capricorn energy we have. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Okay. Let me see if I can grab a romance angel, which I rarely do. You know, another thing that just came through my mind, it was like, you deserve love, just caught my finger, but was, oh, I just lost it. Shoot, I lost it. It was something about maybe even just being able to, at a point to where you're so done with it that you're able to just say it how it is and not, you know, not filter it. You're just able to say it how it is, and it's like, oh my gosh. Express your love. You're able to explain the way it is. Like, you can even say, hey, you know, I love you. I have deep feelings for you, but this is just not, we're not going to do this again. So, you know, how are things going to be different? And it's not even in a shaming way or a disapproving way. It's just in a, it's about, this is what works for me. You know, let's just pull one card before my battery dies. Looks like addictions might be an issue. Interesting. So it could be this person, but it's going to have to, they're going to have to step up. And you're going to have to take, look, you've got both. I'm telling you, I felt both. But see, even with the new person, pay attention to the red flags. New love, free yourself from the toxic situation. You've got new love coming in. Don't repeat the cycle with this person or with someone new. So that's the way I'm getting that same message. Look, soulmate can be a karmic. Anyway, it's going to be up to you. You're going to have choices. The person that you're getting away from, they're not going to let you go. They're not going to let you go easy. So they're going to come back, but you're also going to have new love to choose from. So whoever you choose, you just got to be really careful not to repeat a cycle, okay? All right, let's talk in the comments. Also, we'll do an intention in the comments. You guys put your intentions in the comments, and I'll start the comments off with one. I love you, Aries. I will see you soon. Bye, Aries.